I felt the lump when I was 31.
Damn.
And, if I would have waited until 40 years old, it would have been,
Wow.
advanced.
Back up. You were 31?
I was 31. I was doing a self-breast examination, and I felt a lump, and I was diagnosed with colon cancer when I was 25.
Wow.
Back up.
So-
She just dropped it. Hold on, Nurse Noel. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take
Get
it
our
all.
bearings.
Take us back to the 20s.
Okay.
Take us back. Okay. What gave you the inclination that you possibly had something wrong in your 20s that then led to that diagnosis?
Okay, so 25, it was accidental. It was, I can be very open and honest
Yes,
and
this is
transparent.
Urban View. Yes.
I had hemorrhoids since I was 6 years old, and I was devastated. I said, this is too much. I can't take this anymore. I have to get it looked at. I have to get them off. So I went to the doctor. I went to the GI doctor, and he took a look. He did a flexi-sigmoidoscopy, and he said, I see a polyp. I'll take it off. I'll do the hemorrhoidectomy, and then, everything will be fine. It'll be behind you. No pun intended. But
Well said.
when the pathology report came back, it was carcinoma.
Wow.
And my dad died when I was 12 from colon cancer.
Wow.
So we do have it in our family, but at 25, you're not thinking this is not a black 25-year-old disease. This is a white man 50-year-old disease. So this is what we're taught in nursing school and medical school.
Wow.
So I became a vegetarian. I tried to stop the dairy, but it's a little difficult. I love cheese.
It's addictive.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
I tried to stop dairy. Well, I'm now stopped dairy. I did for about 2 months now.
Right, and I don't think, and while I go hard in the pain, I'm not shaming anybody because food we have to eat every day. It's not like cocaine or alcohol.
Right.
Everyone has to eat, and there are triggers, and there's an actual addiction that we have. So it's hard to break.
Right.
It's hard to break, and with the marketing coupled with how delicious stuff is, yeah, I get it.
Right.
it. So you did a vegetarian diet. How did that impact your health?
Well, I got healthy. Every colonoscopy I got, it was A-okay.
So did you go through chemo? Did you go through
No.
radiation? So
It was
just change
stage-
your diet.
It was stage 0, so it didn't require chemo or radiation. But if I would have caught it 5 years later, it probably would have been stage 3.
So say this again, because I've never heard of stage 0, right? When you think cancer, you think, oh, you must have had to go through chemo and everything.
Not
But
all.
catching things early, meaning getting all of
Yes.
your workups and going to get checkups and getting your blood work and having people check every orifice.
Oh, you mean so not using the emergency room as my only medical care?
No, we talk about primary prevention, which
right.
is going for screenings.
Right.
We need to
Right.
utilize that. We have vans. We have mammogram vans rolling around the cities that we can see that people are, they are giving it to us free, and
Yeah.
we're not biting.
So the doctor said to you he said this is malignant or this is
A carcinoma.
Carcinoma. He took it off. He took it off surgically. And what did he tell you to do after that?
He said get a colonoscopy every 3 months, and then for a year, then every 6 months for 2 years, and then you can go to every 5 years.
And so far,
So far, so good.
Thank God.
Knock on wood.